Well, it looks like Palantir is breaking out after months of downtrending. I mean, months of downtrending, guys. We're finally starting to break through $150, $160, which once was support. You guys know that for months, right? Back in, when was that exactly? Back in August, all throughout, really, July, all throughout pretty much the beginning of February, we held support at 150, then we fell through it. Now we're finally breaking through that point. Now we're actually over 160. We're up 6.5% on the day, guys. And this is a cup and handle you're seeing right here that, in my opinion, is about to play out even further. It's going to break out in my eyes, and we just got some big catalysts here from Palantir that I want to cover. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. Consider joining the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, see how I manage that portfolio every week. We're depositing $750 into that, and we're investing, trading options, doing all that, and there's a private Discord. Check it out. If you guys want to join, no pressure, link down below, pinned in the comments. So again, Palantir looks like, I mean, it already is reversing, but it looks like it's about to really break out, and I'm considering adding some here for a trade. I really am. I think if we take out $165, the fact that we're taking out 160 is a great sign, but if we take out 165 now, I think we're going to get this cup and handle to play out, and I think we're going even higher from there. You know, if you look at these charts, I mean, there's really no resistance between 165 and 175 to 185. I mean, yeah, 175, you could argue, is the next gap to fill. That's $10 though. Nice little trade there. And if 175 breaks, you know, boom, 185, 187, that's another major gap here. And baby steps, obviously, guys, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here, but it's shaping up nicely. And I don't think Palantir is one of those, you know, names that's just going to wither away now. It's had its time in the sun. I still think there could get, you know, momentum could still get behind this thing. Now, am I saying it's going to go right to 200? No, but I think we could get some juice here in the short term to 170, even 180. I think we can, you know, and the fact that we're seeing this conflict in the Middle East, that is helping Palantir stock in the short term. And again, we got some news here that I want to break down. So let's not yap too much on these charts. Let me pull up this article here. I think this is from TradingView wrote this up. Either way, whatever. Doesn't matter who wrote it up. Shares of Palantir rose about 5%, blah, 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 as investors reacted to multiple developments, reinforcing the company's positioning at the center of growing demand for AI across government and enterprise sectors, right? Listen to this. The gains come as the U.S. Department of Defense moves to formalize Palantir's Maven platform as a long-term military program. And now that I think about it, isn't it the Department of War now? I guess TradingView doesn't know the memo yet, or they haven't gotten the memo yet. But alongside continued analyst confidence in the name, its competitive edge, and new international contracts. All these are helping Palantir here. But really, man, Maven, that's the big news here. Look at this. The biggest catalyst for the stock appeared to be news that the Pentagon plans to designate Palantir's Maven artificial intelligence program as an official program, or their platform rather, as an official program of record, right? Big news. According to a letter from Deputy Secretary of Defense or War, whatever, Secretary of Defense, that's different. Never mind. Scratch that. Stas, that was wrong. Steve Feinberg reviewed by Reuters. The move would secure long-term funding and expand the platform's adoption across the military. Feinberg said also, embedding the Maven smart system would equip war warfighters with tools to detect and deter adversaries across all domains, and the transition is expected to be completed by the end of the fiscal year in September. And Maven integrates data from satellites, drones, and sensors into a unified interface for battlefield monitoring and threat assessment. Right? And oversight of the system will shift from the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency to the Pentagon's Chief Digital Artificial Intelligence Office within 30 days. And while future contracting will be handled by the U.S. Army, right? The development builds on Palantir's existing government footprint, of course, including a $10 billion Army contract secured last year. So that's the big news. That's the big news, right? Pentagon, they keep nailing these contracts, guys. Maven's getting embedded deeper and deeper in, the government sector, enterprise, right? Big news here. Big news. And Wedbush right now reiterated Palantir stock. I think Ives put a $230 price target on them. Let's see right here. They have an outperform, so they reiterated outperform and $230 price target on the stock, representing potential upside for the company that's already valued at about $360 billion. Right? So Wedbush views Palantir as having a strong position in AI development, obviously. The designation represents an opportunity for the company to expand its presence with this all these deals they're getting, the Pentagon and so forth. And Wedbush here, the firm believes Palantir is generating strong traction for its portfolio across the federal landscape. Let's see. The company's momentum is reflected in its impressive 56% revenue growth over the last 12 months and a 66% stock return over the past year. Let me see. Did they mention any targets or anything like that? Really, it's just that they have a outperform rating and a 230 price target. That's from Wedbush, Dan Ives. So there you have it. That's why we're moving here today, guys. 6.5%. And I think overall, look, this kind of has been in the pipeline for a little bit here, but really it's moving with the entire market today as well. But look, big move for the stock off the low, and today we're now up $35 off the low, about 27%. And again, this cup and handle looks like it wants to take the stock higher, and I'm all here for it. I'm going to set my alert. Actually, I have it already at 165, and I might as well do another one at $162 per share. Mark is at or above, and we'll watch it. We'll monitor it from there. I think Palantir is going higher here. It looks poised like it wants to go higher. So, yeah, I'm a fan of that. The chart looks good. Big news out of the company. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. And smash that like button. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing as well. I appreciate you all as always. And we're on the road to 100,000 subs here on YouTube and on Facebook, 100,000 followers. I appreciate all of you, whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube. The support's been awesome over the last many years that I've been, creating content, but really over the last couple of years, man, 2-3 years, it's been nuts. The growth has been awesome, and I can't do it without you guys, right? So I have to thank you guys for tuning in every day or however often you tune in, even if you've only watched one video. I appreciate the support because, again, without you, the viewers, none of this would be possible. So that's a good spot to end it off at. No need to go too much in more on Palantir in this video. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Join the Patreon if you want. If you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, my private Discord, all that's linked down below, pinned in the comments. And with that being said, guys, have a great night, great day, wherever you're at in the world. I'll see you in the next video.